presented by EA Sports. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Here now to get us started is Logan Cook. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. Returning it, John Ross. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Now it's Stafford. Flushed out, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen able to get in there and what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. Certainly not the start they were looking for offensively, coming off that loss last week on the road.
And they didn't do their job. They're going to feel poorly about that. But what they're going to do is look at the defense and say, can you pick us up here? And let's face it, defenses can score. We've seen it, right? They can take the ball away, create a big-time opportunity. Let's see if they can get that done.
Yeah, just something to jumpstart this home crowd. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Lawrence giving to Etienne here on the option. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Off the option, here's Etienne. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
And that's a pleasing run there by Travis Etienne. And every time I see him carry it, I think of the word mature. Why? 4 full seasons at Clemson, not something you normally get with a running back. Had almost 5,000 yards rushing, the school record, along with 70 rushing touchdowns. That's both the school record and ACC record. The second running back taken in the draft after Najee Harris from Alabama, number 25 overall. He's now wearing number 1 in the NFL after wearing number 9 at Clemson. He loves those single digits.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he will have a Jaguars first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Touchdown! It's complete. Christian Kirk, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Back to throw, Stafford. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And where did this one go out? Well, they'll start with good field position, 45-yard line. A give, it's Etienne off the option. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He'll get this off to Etienne. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They find some open field here, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
50.
Back to Taylor on first down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defense in front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Give me radar.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
K'Lavon Chaisson able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage excellent there downfield, and it leads to a 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence. Open man right side is Ingram.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. Stafford sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Mike 51, Mike 51. 51 the Mike, boys, 51. 32.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. A throw on the money there to Doolin. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Defense. Let's go, defense. Who we got? Hey, Mike 51.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He's to the 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Double dog. That's the way. Right here, guys. Fight. 21.
Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Oh, fighting off the defender. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action. It's Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is caught inside the 5. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10.
Hey. Easy. Let's go right here.
Stafford now to throw. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. This is caught. It's Woods. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Hey, come on out here. Double right. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Mike 12. Mike 12. 21. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the
Stafford looks to throw again. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Pierce. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
On 1st down, Stafford here. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Stay 50. Stay 50. Mike 12. Easy. Mike 12.
From the red zone now, Stafford. Forced out to his left. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Jags are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They go play action with Lawrence. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 18. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off and improved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. After the interception, here's Stafford. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Yeah, that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Final adjustments taking place in both teams' locker rooms. We're closing in on the second half. And to bring it your way, let's go back up to Indianapolis and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, 81 yards. And the Jaguars come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
offense come to the line, ready to start their next drive. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Stafford. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. Stafford on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now ETN to start the drive. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 123 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. On play action, Lawrence. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's ETN. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Second and 10. Throwing is Stafford. Campbell making the catch. And he'll be out right at the 35.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Alert! They're going to need some therapy after this. Mike 12, Mike 12. Let's go.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. Back to the same target. Campbell. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches. The 45-yard line.
Now Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Woods. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Jags grab it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose, and is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. And his throw here's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw taken in here by Fuller. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw, Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Watch number 12. Watch number 12.
They snap it to Stafford. He'll buy some time right. He finds his man complete. That's Pierce. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
Man, deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second and 11.
Here we go.
Again, it's Taylor.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start. And it's out. He put it on the carpet, and the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT.
It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. To return, here's Agnew.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 down 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do. I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
A handoff for Etienne.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
159 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard.
Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 7. Now Lawrence.
Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 28. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass him. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down inbounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet? Not just straight down, but back because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, Lawrence looking for the end zone. Right there, Chenault for the Jacksonville touchdown. Laviska Chenault, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Extra point safely through. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Colts 21.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
Now Ross to return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll go out of bounds, but not before reaching the opposite 35.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
That's another Colts first down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Here's Stafford. Being chased out left. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off inside the 5.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
They'll start on the ground. Etienne.
He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Looks like he'll throw here. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Kevin King with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Stafford now to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Now Stafford. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right.
And this one complete to Doolin.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Stafford. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's leapers and your flyers on one side. Get that high hop and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. And, of course, on the 2-point try, have the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Well, taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big 4th quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it? In the 4th quarter, they had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
Well, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for the Jags, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Colts, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills.